Good late morning, everyone. It is Saturday, June 22nd, just about 11 a.m., and welcome into this morning's video weather discussion here, where we're going to have an update on the heat wave that continues to be ongoing across the state, with another day of high temperatures well into the 90s across much of the state for today. We're also going to take a peek, first of all, at the chance for showers, thunderstorms, and a severe weather threat as well from this afternoon and into tonight. But kicking things off here with a look at the current radar here late this morning as we approach noon. And as you can see here, we do have a couple of showers and thunderstorms for areas of far northern Illinois. Right now, these have been going through the Dubuque, Galena, Freeport area. Rockford, you're going to pick up a little bit of rain and thunderstorm activity here around the middle of the day here. And we're expecting to see this activity here that will continue to sort of linger near the Illinois-Wisconsin state border over the next couple of hours. But the main focus is actually going to be as we go through this afternoon, this evening, and into tonight, because what we're expecting to have happen is, as a low-pressure area really takes shape out here across the Midwest, there's a trailing cold front from that, and what we're expecting is severe thunderstorm development to occur along and ahead of that cold front from southern Minnesota, southwestern Wisconsin, down into much of Iowa, maybe even northern Missouri, is where we're expecting to see that severe thunderstorm development this afternoon. And you could actually see that here on this particular model that I'm showing you here. Some potent-looking activity here in northeast Iowa, southwest Wisconsin as we head late afternoon. And then as you can see, as we head through the evening, this activity that does develop out here does start to transition and track off towards the east. So this is right around 7 p.m. tonight. You can see some of that severe thunderstorm activity now moving into areas near the Wisconsin-Illinois border out towards northwestern Illinois during that time. Heading a little bit deeper into the evening here. This is right around 9 p.m. here early tonight. You can see that shower thunderstorm activity now across much of northern Illinois. Some of that activity will have the opportunity to be severe. And then as we head into overnight tonight, you can see how this area, once again, it started way out here, so it does shift off towards the east and the southeast. This is right around 1 o'clock in the morning, so very late tonight, early Sunday morning here. You can see this area of showers and thunderstorms continues to progress off towards the east and southeast across parts of the state. Could still have a severe weather threat with it into tonight across parts of central Illinois. And then as we get into very, very early Sunday morning, you can see that activity is pretty much fizzled out as it moves down through Indiana and down into southern Illinois. So taking a look here at our updated severe weather forecast for today and into tonight, as you can see here, we have made one big change. And that change was to increase severe weather probabilities out here across northwestern Illinois up to a level 3 severe thunderstorm risk. So up here across the level 3 risk area, which cuts off just before Rockford. So if you're out here around Freeport, Dubuque, Galena area, pretty much Joe Davies, Stevenson, and I believe that would be Carroll County there. That is where you are under a level 3 severe thunderstorm risk from this afternoon into early tonight for the possibility of scattered severe thunderstorms. Now, as we head a little bit further east and southeast from northeastern Illinois down into western Illinois, that level 2 severe thunderstorm risk, that's where slightly lower coverage of severe weather will be possible, more on the order of widely scattered. And then as you go far enough south, from eastern Illinois down through much of central Illinois, that level 1 severe thunderstorm risk. That's where the threat is more isolated in nature down across that area. Now, in terms of what kind of threats we're going to be dealing with today, damaging winds will be the greatest threat with the severe weather activity for today, but also wouldn't rule out secondary risks of maybe some hail with some of this activity and maybe an isolated tornado threat, especially out here across northwestern Illinois. That's where I'd watch for more so of an isolated tornado threat up there. But without a doubt, damaging winds does appear to be the biggest threat overall today with much of this activity. So that's the thunderstorm and severe weather aspect of things. But another thing we're watching for is the continuation of some very hot temperatures across the state, because we have been dealing with a heat wave across the state pretty much since last Sunday on Father's Day. And switching over here to the temperature forecast, we are expecting yet another hot day across the state today. You can see much of the state here going to be seeing high temperatures anywhere from the low to mid 90s. Even some areas could peak up into the upper 90s for temperatures today. Now, the one exception, as you can see here, is going to be areas near the Illinois-Wisconsin border of far northern Illinois. That's where we're dealing with those isolated showers and thunderstorms this morning. There's a little bit more cloud cover up there. So if you're across far northern Illinois, closer to the Illinois-Wisconsin border, your heat indices and temperatures will be a little bit cooler than other places across the state, because as you can see here, much of the rest of the state will be well into the 90s today. Now, as we go forward, these thunderstorms moving across the state today into tonight, like I said, are associated with a cold front. So as we go into Saturday, temperatures are going to be cooler than they are today. You can see temperatures only maxing out pretty much in the 80s, upper 70s to low to mid 80s for Sunday across northern and parts of central Illinois. However, if you are down here in southern Illinois, places like Paducah, Carbondale, up towards the St. Louis area, you still will get into the 90s on Sunday across southern Illinois. But much of the rest of the state, you will see a reprieve from the heat that we've been dealing with pretty much since Father's Day for most areas. With that said here, let's take a look in the video chat here, see if we can get to some comments and questions. See, April checking in regarding the severe weather. Is there any tornado threat? I wouldn't rule out an isolated tornado threat up here across northwestern Illinois, but for the most part, damaging winds, maybe a little bit of hail will be the biggest threats with activity. Jose, how's it going today? Checking in from Rockford. We have you very close to the border of that level 2, level 3 risk. So more on the order of a widely scattered to scattered severe thunderstorm risk right around the Rockford area. See, Billy also checking in from the Rockford area. You folks up around Rockford do, like I said, have a couple of showers and thunderstorms heading your way here very shortly. A little bit of rain here you can see showing up on the radar. So you're going to be getting a little bit of rainfall here very shortly towards the middle of the day here in the Rockford area. And then obviously we're going to be dealing with that threat for more showers, thunderstorms, and severe weather in the Rockford area as we head through this afternoon and evening as well. Matt checking in, wondering regarding any flooding chances. The storms today are going to be aligned sort of in a line along the cold front. So once the main round of storms come through this afternoon, this evening, and into tonight, there's not going to be anything behind it. So we're looking at one main round of rain, thunderstorms, and severe weather activity this afternoon and into tonight. So, and the activity is going to be steadily moving along as well. So really not looking at any sort of widespread flooding potential. We are at the time of year with summertime thunderstorms. They're have high precipitation values with them, so you could always, count on maybe a little bit of localized flooding being possible, but this is not the sort of setup we're looking for any sort of widespread or significant flooding. Maggie checking in from the Peoria area. Yes, we do have you in the chance for not only some showers and thunderstorms, but maybe a severe weather potential. And that would be more so towards this evening into early tonight around your area. So hopefully you could pick up some rainfall around Peoria. Joyce checking in from Schaumburg. Yes, we have you in just inside of the level 2 risk. That's widely scattered severe thunderstorms Definitely should see some general thunderstorms and rainfall as well. Same goes for Jacob C. checking in from the Woodstock area of McHenry County. Also Margie up there in Crystal Lake of McHenry County. Widely scattered severe thunderstorm potential, and you're definitely going to pick up some rainfall with this activity. Pam checking in from the Amboy area. It's out there in Lee County. We also have you in that severe weather risk, so you'll be picking up some rainfall as well with that activity. Brent, regarding travel, your question, you're going to be flying into O'Hare around 5-ish this afternoon. Don't expect to see much in the way of issues during that time. The Chicago metro area, your rain and thunderstorm and severe weather threat probably will not come until after 6 p.m. For much of the Chicago area, your severe weather threat. So that flight should be fine for you. Brent? Jacob, yes, hopefully we'll have some good thunderstorms tonight. It's been fairly quiet recently. Yes, we have had some off and on chances of rain and thunderstorms and a little bit of severe weather the past couple of weeks across the state, but it has been far less active than it was back in April and May. You recall it was very active severe weather-wise across the state in April and May. And June has been much more quiet, and we've actually seen conditions dry out across the state. We do have some abnormally dry conditions going on across the state, even a small pocket of drought conditions across eastern Illinois. So we have really dried out lately, and with the hot temperatures, that is causing for increased evaporation of moisture out of the soil. So we have received reports of some very dry ground, even some cracks in the ground from some areas across the state. It's been a little bit dusty on those windy days with the dirt blowing around in open field. So we do need some rainfall again across portions of the state. So hopefully some of you that need that rainfall will pick up some of that rainfall today and into tonight. And then the good news is if you do need rainfall, we do have another chance of maybe some rain, thunderstorms, and severe weather potential right around that Tuesday time frame. Maybe as early as Monday night, but probably Tuesday, maybe even lingering into Wednesday. All right, here, Kip wondering, have you run some of the models for us? Yes, I did show one of the models on the screen, and I could do that in a moment once again. Tuan checking in from Frankfort, shower thunderstorm, isolated severe thunderstorm risk for your area this evening into early tonight. Joe checking in from the Belvedere area. You have an outside wedding. Wondering regarding timing for severe weather in your area. So let's pull up the forecast weather models again, just to give you a little bit of a timing idea. And also, I know that Kip wanted to see some of the weather forecast guidance as well. So let's take a look here. We're going to start off with the HRRR model here going through this afternoon. And you can see how activity first develops out here across Iowa, southern Minnesota, southwestern Wisconsin. And then as we head through the day here, this is right around 7 p.m. So we have severe weather activity potentially moving into the Belvedere area for that wedding around 7 p.m. here through the Rockford area. This is 8 p.m., 9, 10, 11 p.m. You can see how this activity continued. Started out way up here, so it has moved off towards the east and southeast. This is right around, 10 p.m. here, 11. This is midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. And you can see how this activity was much more potent up across this area. And by the time it gets further south, it really weakens and decays. So that's one of the forecast models. Let's take a look at another one here. This is the RRFS model. This is more of an experimental model at this point in time. But similarly, it does have that development up around this corridor that does eventually, for example, once again, move right into the Belvedere, Rockford area. That's right around 7 o'clock this evening. And then as we move through, this is 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock tonight, 11 o'clock tonight, midnight tonight, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, 4 o'clock in the morning. So pretty much from mid to late afternoon up north through the evening hours pretty much here, and then overnight hours further south is pretty much your general timing. Now, for that wedding in the Belvedere area, you are going to be running the risk of some isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms in your area throughout the day today. But your best risk for severe weather for you up where you're having that wedding, Joe, in the Belvedere area, your best risk for severe weather threat is going to be more so during this evening. I'd say anywhere from between 6 p.m. through 9 p.m. That 3-hour time frame is probably your best bet to see the severe weather aspect. But like I said, you could see some showers and thunderstorms even well before that during this afternoon. So hopefully that wedding has some indoor covering for some of you. Jessica checking in from the Montgomery area. Yes, you'll be picking up showers, thunderstorms, and a severe weather threat, generally during the evening hours today. Jack down in Frankfort, level 1 severe thunderstorm risk in your area. Yes, that's an isolated severe thunderstorm risk, but we do think there's a good chance of seeing regular showers and thunderstorms in your area as well. It has been dry, though, so you watering your trees now and then picking up a little bit of rain later, that could be a good combination, actually. Teresa Ann in the Towanda area. Let me actually look up where you are, because I'm not exactly sure where that is located. Give me 1 second. I've heard of that community before, but I can't pinpoint off the top of my head where it is at. Oh, it's down in McLean County off of I-55. That makes sense. So yeah, Towanda area, McLean County near Bloomington. You'll be picking up some showers and thunderstorms tonight as well. Isolated severe weather threat. That'll be late evening into early tonight. Mary around the Batavia area. Showers and thunderstorms looking a good bet this evening. Isolated to widely scattered severe thunderstorm chance. Megan, Earlville, you were heading out to the drive-in out around that area. I was wondering if that still existed out there. Went to that several years ago. Good to hear it still is around. But for drive-in tonight, could be definitely dealing with a shower thunderstorm and a widely scattered severe thunderstorm risk around that area. So I definitely would keep an eye to the radar. Shirley checking in from up in far southern Wisconsin, Kenosha area. You're going to be picking up some showers and thunderstorms during the day today. Your severe weather risk, though, will be coming more so towards the late afternoon and the evening time frame. Widely scattered severe thunderstorm potential. Dustin over in Orland Park, Chicago metro area. Yes, good chance of showers and thunderstorms this evening with an isolated severe thunderstorm risk around your area. So in summary here, first of all, the heat wave continues across much of the state today. Temperatures well into the 90s across much of the state of Illinois for today. Low to mid, maybe even upper 90s. The one exception for you folks near the Illinois-Wisconsin state border, temperatures may be a little bit cooler with more cloud cover, off and on rain and thunderstorms through the day today. But like I said, much of the state well into the 90s for temperatures today. Tomorrow, after this cold front passes tonight, northern central Illinois, temperatures upper 70s to mid 80s, so cooler for your Sunday. However, you folks stuck down in southern Illinois, St. Louis, Carbondale, Paducah area, maybe even Effingham, you folks will still get into the 90s for your Sunday. Now, regarding thunderstorms and severe weather, we do have the chance of maybe isolated to scattered showers and thunderstorms far northern Illinois, near the Illinois-Wisconsin state line, during the middle of the day and early afternoon. However, the biggest focus is going to be as we head through mid-afternoon into overnight tonight. We're going to see severe thunderstorms develop during the early to mid-afternoon across southern Minnesota, southwestern Wisconsin, and much of Iowa. That activity will then congeal into a broken line as it moves off towards the east and southeast, and it will track across much of northern and central Illinois from mid-afternoon today into overnight tonight. And as you can see here, we do have a severe weather threat across northern and central Illinois with that activity. A level 1 to 2 to 3 severe thunderstorm risk as you move northward across the state. So for you folks in the blue color, the level 1 severe thunderstorm risk, that means you have a decent chance of showers and thunderstorms and an isolated severe thunderstorm risk across the level 1 area. Across the level 2 risk area, it is very likely you'll see some showers and thunderstorms this afternoon and into tonight, and widely scattered potential for some severe thunderstorms. Now, across far northwestern Illinois, that level 3 risk area, we're expecting scattered severe thunderstorms and a pretty darn good chance you're going to see general rain and thunderstorms as well. Now, in terms of types of risk today, we're dealing with mainly a damaging wind threat with the severe weather activity today into tonight. However, don't want to rule out the potential for some hail with some of this activity, as well as an isolated tornado threat, especially up there across northwestern Illinois. But without a doubt, it does look like damaging winds will be the biggest threat with this activity today into tonight. But that's really a summary on things, and that'll wrap it up for early today. We will monitor the severe weather situation today and into tonight. We will provide updates, whether it's live updates or it's social media post updates. We will provide those as needed or as is warranted. But for now, everyone have a great hot day across the state today. If you enjoy the heat, get out there and enjoy it. And keep an eye to the weather across northern and central Illinois with that severe weather threat. And like I said, we will keep you up to date with either live coverage or posts on our social media pages regarding that severe weather threat as warranted.